Boxing, this is really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind.
Over the years, what do you think of that?
Sad. It's just sad that he feels any reason or urge whatsoever.
Barrios is a great dude. He's young. He's strong. I think Pacquiao's coming back because he wants to make history. Pacquiao is a person that loves to help. He helps. People love him in his country.
The clash between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios is more than just a fight. It's a battle of pride, legacy, and raw determination. Barrios, young and hungry, wants to make his name by defeating a living legend. Pacquiao, with decades of experience and the heart of champion, steps in with something to prove too. For him, it's not about age or speed anymore. It's about mindset. He knows boxing starts in the mind. Without true belief in yourself, there's no reason to step into the ring and fight it off.
Boxing, this is really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind, then stop boxing. Forget about boxing. But as long as you dedicated, you have fire, you have interest to punish yourself like that, or hard work, you enjoy doing hard work, training like that, discipline, then good, forward. Like, continue boxing, But
if you do that, you'll be successful.
Of course. But something like, comes to your mind, like, especially in the middle of like preparation, like let's say 2 months after 1 month training, it's hard, like lazy.
Renowned trainer Joel Diaz has voiced serious concern about Manny Pacquiao's return to the ring. He believes there comes a time in every fighter's career when stepping back is wiser than stepping in. At 46, Pacquiao isn't just up against younger, more active opponents. He's putting his health and legacy on the line. Diaz acknowledges Manny's unmatched dedication, but reminds everyone that age is an unavoidable reality in boxing. A fighter's heart might stay strong, but the body doesn't always keep up. For Diaz, Pacquiao has already proven everything he needed to.
Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger. He's big. He's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. In my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
While some fighters deeply admire Pacquiao and hope he can pull off a win, they just don't see it happening. One fighter even admits he wishes Manny would triumph. But reality favors Mario Barrios. Barrios, young and in his physical prime, has the speed, power, and strategic mindset to overwhelm even a legendary opponent. He respects Pacquiao's greatness, but believes Barrios is simply the wrong opponent for a comeback. He sees Barrios as a rising threat, hungry and ready to seize the moment. Sadly, he feels Manny may no longer have the tools needed to stop him.
We're about to do 10 rounds of sparring. Yes, sir. 12 days away, Manny Pacquiao Barrios. Who wins or what?
Oh, man. I really hope Pacquiao wins, but I really don't see it happening. I think Barrios right now, he's in his prime. He got real good trainers behind him. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Pacquiao don't got, but I just think the age and stuff like that is gonna play a big role in that fight.
Keith Thurman, a former opponent of Pacquiao, offers a unique perspective. He recalls how impressive Pacquiao looked when he faced Dennis Yugas, noting the Filipino legend's sharpness and conditioning even then. While Thurman respects Barrios' punching power, he believes Pacquiao can still handle that kind of pressure. Having felt Pacquiao's strength and explosiveness firsthand, Thurman knows how dangerous Manny can be, regardless of age. In Thurman's eyes, if Pacquiao comes in with the same focus and conditioning he showed before, he can absorb Barrios' best shots and potentially turn the fight around in his favor.
Pacquiao coming back, I don't like when Pacquiao comes back off layoffs. When he fought me, he was active, even though he was at the age that he was very active. I think I was like his third fight that year, or his third fight within like 13, 14 months, right? So he was very active at the time. And then when he fought Ugas after COVID, after the victory over me, scheduled to fight Spence, injury, had to fight Ugas, last minute replacement, yada, yada, yada. But Ugas got the best of him, right? And now coming off of another layoff, I think Mario Barrios can box smart and get the best of him. The dangerous thing is Mario Barrios is there to be hit. You know, I caught him, I rocked him, Tank got him with a body shot, and you know, Pacquiao is still gonna have some clippers. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have some clippers on him. You know, so if he clips the chin, if he clips the body right, you know, I think he has an opportunity of hurting Barrios. But not sure what the speed's gonna look like at this time. The weight coming off, he's done a few exhibitions. He hasn't had to be at that upper echelon of fighting per se. So it's gonna be interesting, man. A lot of fight fans are just gonna enjoy to see what Pacquiao brings to the table. But I highly doubt I'll have an opportunity to get a rematch. You know, I'm not gonna not take it. You know, I've been wanting to punch that boy for a lot of years. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it'd be exciting to see him do great.
There's been plenty of speculation that Pacquiao returned just for an easy payday, using his legendary name to secure an exhibition-style match and walk away with a hefty purse. Many think he's simply following the trend of retired fighters cashing in on low-risk bouts. But those close to Pacquiao insist this couldn't be further from the truth. He's taking this fight seriously, training relentlessly, and preparing for a real war against a dangerous opponent. Pacquiao fully understands Barrios' youth and power, and he's not underestimating him. He's not back for show. He's here to prove critics wrong with action.
What's the worst version of Manny we could see? We've seen the best versions of Manny. What's the worst version of Manny we could see against Mario Barrios? And that ain't it. You're going to get a Manny Pacquiao that is fine-tuned, a Manny Pacquiao that is ready, a Manny Pacquiao that has, check this out, not been sitting down watching exhibitions and saying, I'm about to have an exhibition fight. That's what that was. That was him sitting down, sad because he hadn't been in sport in a little while, and he saw a little opportunity for him to do something. And I'm not sure if the people around him told him that he should get ready for it, but when you're on the outside and you're looking at what's going on with these exhibitions, and it's an easy way to make money and use your image and all that kind of stuff, that's what he did. He got ready for an exhibition fight. 3 rounds. I mean, the moment I heard you say 3 rounds, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's just keep moving past this. This is not the same thing. He knows this is a 12-round war against Azteca Mario Barrios. He's not going to come to the ring in any way, shape, form, or fashion the way that he did against Ampo. And I'm telling you right now, I promise you, if he does, I'll drop down and give you 100 push-ups straight. It ain't gonna happen. We got elite Mario Barrios. He's earned his position of being elite. He's elite. I hear what you're saying about his mentality. I just got a feeling that even though he's going through the rhythm and the routine of that's Pacquiao and I'm just Mario Barrios.
Trainer Robert Garcia believes Pacquiao made a smart move by choosing Mario Barrios over tougher, more dangerous opponents. While Barrios is no walk in the park, Garcia sees him as a more manageable challenge compared to rising threats like Jaron Ennis or Boots Norman. He notes that facing someone like Norman could have resulted in serious damage. Barrios is still a champion with real power, but Garcia feels Pacquiao's style might match up better here. It's not an easy path, but it's also not the most dangerous. In Garcia's view, Pacquiao still has a real shot at victory.
Out of the ring and everything against Mario Barrios. Your thoughts on that fight?
No, I think it's a fight that just because of the card that they put together, it's gonna do really good. The arena is gonna be sold out. People are gonna order on pay-per-view. I think it's gonna do really good numbers because of the whole undercard. I think Pacquiao, you know, went to the I can't say the easiest because Barrios is a world champion, so I can't say he's easy either, man. But it did, you know, if you know he wouldn't fight against Norman.
Yeah.
He wouldn't fight against Boots. You know what I mean? Because Boots was the champion. Now that he wouldn't have fought against Boots. He would have never fought against Norman. Those guys would have hurt Pacquiao. So he chose Barrios, which also fights for PBC, so made it a lot easier. But Barrios he's young, he's big, he's hungry. You know, he's at performances where we question his, skills, chin. But he has heart, man. He has heart, and Pacquiao's 26, so that's a big difference right there. I would love to see Pacquiao make history and become, the youngest. He already is the oldest welterweight champion.
Yeah.
But 6 years later, he's gonna break his own record.
Mario Barrios' trainer didn't mince words, sending a strong warning to Team Pacquiao. He acknowledged that Manny has spent years under the guidance of Freddie Roach and has mastered countless techniques, but made it clear that Barrios has been just as dedicated. Barrios has picked up skills and strategy from elite-level camps and plans to use that knowledge in the ring. The message was unmistakable. Barrios isn't stepping in unprepared or intimidated. He knows exactly what to expect from Pacquiao and has matched his training intensity. This won't be a one-sided fight. Both camps understand each other's strengths and are ready for war.
A lot of time we spent together. Picked up a lot of things from you. Freddie, I was in that gym a long time, Freddie. I picked up a lot of things watching those camps with Manny Pacquiao right there, baby. We know a lot of things from there. I was in there every day watching him. And unfortunately for him, there's a lot of things we're going to bring to the table on July 19th of the things that I've seen with Manny Pacquiao. We're coming, baby. You know that, Freddie. I was there a lot of time, Freddie. We did a lot of time in there, in and around Manny Pacquiao. You know that, Freddie. And you know that too, Manny.
Despite the concerns, hopes remain high among fans and fighters who still see Pacquiao as a living legend. He's more than just a boxer. He's a symbol of resilience and greatness. Many in the boxing world dream of seeing him win again and etch one more line into the history books. Even with age and the odds stacked against him, there's strong support for his comeback. People admire his courage and his drive to push himself once more. For Pacquiao, it's about legacy now, proving that true greatness can defy time and that the spirit of a champion never fades.
What do you think of Manny Pacquiao?
Go.
I think he wins his next fight against Barrios.
Sure. I'm not seeing it, He's a legendary fighter and someone that I've watched and taken and studied, so.
Great person.
Yeah, I never met him in real life.
You never met him?
Robert Garcia didn't just speak about Pacquiao the fighter. He praised Pacquiao the man. He pointed out that the Filipino icon is motivated by far more than personal glory. His people love him deeply, and he carries their hopes and dreams into the ring every time he fights. Garcia admits that age isn't on Pacquiao's side and knows this comeback might be the toughest challenge of his career. But he believes Manny's athleticism and warrior mindset still make him capable of achieving something extraordinary. To Garcia, Pacquiao isn't just fighting for a belt. He's fighting for pride, history, and millions who believe in him.
Right? I mean, do you understand why maybe Pacquiao's coming back maybe after a performance like that against Mario Barrios?
Well, look, after Barrios' last performance, I think Pacquiao wasn't the only one. I think there was many calls to the Cubas and PBC people about fighting Barrios. But Barrios is a great dude. He's young. He's strong. I think Pacquiao's coming back because he wants to make history. Pacquiao is a person that loves to help. He helps. People love him in his country, and not only in his country, in the whole world. People love him. People always support him. People are behind him, and he's doing it to make history. If he becomes champion, there's been very few that could do something that have done something like that in their 40s to come back and well, actually mid 40s, late 40s, and come back and become world champion. He just wants to make history and be the best in history, because maybe he will, but it's gonna be tough. At 46, bro, and I'm 4 years older than him, and
4 years ago you didn't want to make a comeback?
Man, I didn't want to make a comeback when I was 30, and I had been retired for only 4 years, and I was 30, and a lot of people would tell me, Robert, you're young, Robert, you can still do something. There's a lot of fights, Morales, Barrera, even Pacquiao was already fighting. There's a lot of money out there. But nah, man, you know, I didn't feel like doing it. So, you know, it's different. Mikey, you know, Mikey's 37, and we've told him, Mike, you know, you can still do 1 or 2 more fights, and you know, and he just feels like, no, you know, at 37. So just imagine 10 years.
Veteran commentator Jim Lampley shared a more emotional perspective, saying that while Pacquiao's return isn't exactly surprising, it's still bittersweet. He believes fighters like Manny find it so hard to walk away because they crave the adrenaline, the lights, and the roared crowd. It's part of who they are. Lampley doesn't criticize Manny's choice, but reflects on the painful reality that many legends come back not out of need, but from a deep desire to feel truly alive again. For him, it's a cycle of boxing. Greats often return for one last taste of glory. He knows Pacquiao will be well paid, but wonders what the emotional cost will be.
Over the years, what do you think of that? Sad. You know, just sad that he feels any reason or urge whatsoever. However, on the other hand, fighters fight. It's what they do. Hey, Jim Lampley was gone for 6 years. Was it stupid for him to choose to come back and fall a fight? Was it a risk? You know, was there a possibility that he could embarrass himself and fall on his face? Are there some viewers and listeners out there who think that's exactly what he did? Sure, that's possible. But I was back doing something I love and I was getting paid for it. So I understand why Manny wants to come back and do something he loves and get paid for it. But it's one thing to talk into a microphone when you've been a few years away and you're a little bit older. It's entirely a different thing to go in and hit and get hit.
Across the boxing world, one thing remains clear. Age is Pacquiao's toughest opponent. Analysts agree that no matter how skilled or experienced a fighter is, time inevitably slows the body down. Reflexes dull, stamina fades, and recovery takes longer. Even with relentless training, no one can fully turn back the clock. This doesn't mean Pacquiao has no shot, but it does mean every second in the ring is more dangerous than it used to be. The risk is real, and his margin for error is razor thin. Experience counts for a lot, but youth and hunger can overwhelm even a seasoned legend.
Knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, like, Mario Barrios is like far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year and he arguably lost to like a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. Like, this dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch, around him? Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time, no questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel about this fight.
Many believe the real reason fighters like Pacquiao return isn't just money or legacy. It's deeply emotional. It's about chasing that irreplaceable feeling of being in the ring under the lights, hearing the crowd roar, and feeling that surge of pride. Retirement can't replicate that rush. So many fighters crave it one more time, but observers warn that nostalgia can be dangerous. Pacquiao didn't look his best in his last fight, and clear signs of decline were already showing.
Understand that Manny Pacquiao is the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's an 8 Division World Champion, one of the greatest fighters in the history of the sport of boxing. He's a great family man, great philanthropist, does a lot for his community. I ain't saying nothing bad about Manny Pacquiao. In fact, I'm worried for his well-being. He was with some of the boxing greats like Roy Jones Jr., James Toney, you know, just to name a few. Bernard Hopkins, personally my favorite fighter of all time. They don't know how to let the game go, right? They always get that itch. They miss the allure. You know, the crowd, the cheers, the boos, the spectacle that comes with the sport of boxing. I get it. I can understand why Manny Pacquiao is still trying to hold on to what was in the past, right? Which is why my beef was with Mario Barrios. Because, bro, you know you need your ass whipped, right? Because last time I saw Manny Pacquiao in an exhibition fight, let alone a real fight versus the United guys, he looked terrible. He looked like he was about to get stopped. Remember the fight that was supposed to happen between him and Errol Spence? And things like that. I'm going to come in and put on a one-sided ass whooping and things like that, man. Pacquiao is a great future Hall of Famer. He's a legend, but I feel like my skills and fundamentals is going to be the deciding factor in that fight. Remember when Errol Spence pulled out of that fight due to an eye injury? Manny Pacquiao lost to Yordenis Ugas. The same Yordenis Ugas that's been getting dinged on ever since he fought Errol Spence. Instead of trying to unify the division with Brian Norman, who currently holds the WBO strap, right? Instead of trying to unify with another unified champion at 147 in Jerome Boutinis, who many deem as the new boogeyman in the sport, especially at 147. Yeah, I said it. You decide to fight Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao for the big payday, for the payday in my Canelo voice. And I say all that to say, bro, you know you need your ass whipped, right? Boxing guys don't like ugly. If you keep playing with the sport of boxing, eventually the sport of boxing is going to get back at you. And oh man, when Brian Norman, or dare I even say Jerome Boutinis, that's even if you have the balls to fight them, yeah, I said it, get their hands on you, you going to get stopped, bro, because you know you're dead wrong for going up against a 46-year-old Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Facts, he threw a big fact.
Jim Lampley explains that for fighters, the thrill of the ring is deeply addictive. Nothing else gives them that same rush or sense of purpose. So when a chance to fight again comes up, it's nearly impossible to resist. It's not just money, it's feeling truly alive.
Friendship way. I said, Ray, why is it that you can't give this up? That's one of the greatest quotes I ever heard. He said, Jim, I tried owning restaurants and I tried eating in restaurants. I tried dancing in nightclubs and I tried owning nightclubs. I did every other thing I could do that was supposed to give me that kind of feedback. There is nothing in life that matches the moment of standing up off your stool, sweat glistening on your chest, naked in the eyes of the world except for those trunks and shoes, and stepping forward into the spotlight to face another man.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more.